everyone, and welcome to NetLab Plus, Security Plus V4 Lab Series. I'm doing the walkthrough for Lab 4, Investigating ARP Poisoning. As you can see here, I have the NetLab already open on the left-hand side of the screen, and to the right, I undocked the Content tab and moved it over to the right hand of the screen so that you can follow along with me. Now, if you notice here, I'm looking at the topology, and keep in mind that this topology is interactive, so if you clicked on any of these icons here, it would take you right to that virtual machine. And up on the top of the menu here, you'll have different tabs. This is the pfSense tab to open up the pfSense server. Then we have the SecOnion and the Windows OS virtual machine. On the content, if you scroll down to page 3, it lists the objectives. So one of the first things we're going to do is configure an Ubuntu workstation as an MIT ATM. Then we're going to use Wireshark to view traffic moving through the Ubuntu workstation, and then test the current network from the Windows 19 workstation. Then on page 5, we have the lab settings, which gives you the IP addresses of each of the virtual machines, the account names, and the passwords for each of those machines if you have to log in. Now, I logged into a couple of these ahead of time so that we can just speed up this video a little bit, but feel free, pause the video, log in if you need to take time on that. For our first lesson, we're going to configure the SecOnion as an MIT ATM. In this section, you will configure the SecOnion workstation to spoof the MAC address of the router, acting as the default gateway. Launch a SecOnion virtual machine to access the graphical login screen. So to do that, over here on the tab, on the lab, you'll see on the top tabs, just select the SecOnion tab. That'll open that right up. As I told you before, I had already logged in, so I'm going to skip part 2. But from here, as soon as it launches, we got to open up the terminal window. So to do that, we're going to select the Applications option up on the top of the virtual machine. We're going to go down to System Tools, and then over to the right, you'll see Terminal, and go ahead and click that. In the terminal, we'll need to forward IP packets to the Ubuntu system. So we're going to enter this command that you see in the example below on part 4. We're going to type it exactly how we see it right after this $sign. We're going to type in sudo space v space /proc /sys /net /ipv4 /ip _forward. And then we're going to hit enter. And this should open up that configuration file for the IP forward. And if it asks you for that password, don't forget, you're going to type in the password exactly as you see it with uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and the exclamation mark. You're not going to actually see it being entered in. It's going to look blank. As long as you take your time and enter it in correctly, it should work. So that's capital NDG, lowercase LABPASS. I don't think it's typing. Let's try that again. Yeah. There we go. Alright. So now on part 5, we're going to check the value, and you should see 1 showing as below. So now we're going to type in :Q to exit. Let's try that again. There we go. Alright, if the value showing in the file is not a 1, you're going to press the I key on the keyboard, and then move the cursor over to delete, and then type in the 1. But ours was fine, so we're okay. Then next we're going to enter the command sudo art spoof to deceive the gateway device by telling it that the Ubuntu's IP address is 192.168.1.100. Again, if we are prompted to enter in the password for the account, we will. So let me type that out. Sudo space ARP spoof space -I ENS 160 space -T space 192.168.0.1 space 192.168.0.50. Hit enter. So again, we're just switching the IP addresses. It says we are now going to tell the WinOS system that we are the 192.168.1.1 gateway device. So to do that, we're going to open another terminal by clicking File, New Window, sorry, I don't know why it said File, New Window. Just go back to Application, System Tools, and select Terminal Window. And so we're going to enter in the command below. Again, we're here on number 7. We're going to type in spoof. Sudo ARP spoof -I ENS 160 space -T 192.168.0.50 space 192.168-0-1. Hit enter, and now we have to type in the admin password, which would be capital NDG, lowercase LABPASS 123 exclamation mark, and hit enter. And let it run that program. Now we're on number 8. We now have logically placed SecOnion device between the Windows OS system and the pfSense gateway. So we're going to leave that screen open to continue to the next task. So come back again where we're going to go over number 2. Lesson number 2, use Wireshark to view traffic moving through the SecOnion and workstation.